Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to look at a few specific databases based on some of the topics I've seen in the forum. Some of you are looking at food insecurity, burnout in social work, benzodiazepine, I had to look that up, how to pronounce it, dependence, cyberbullying, and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR. All of these phrases, all of these terms by themselves are wonderful search terms. They're going to narrow down a lot of results. I'm going to start with this cyberbullying, and I just put high school in there. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but in OneSearch, I ran a search for social work and cyberbullying. And the reason I put social work in is because when you run a search in OneSearch, whatever you searched with, the system kind of pulls out subjects based on what you searched with. If I didn't put social work in there, then social work down here would not show up as a way to narrow this down a little bit. So let's just do that within OneSearch. And of course we're searching everything, which includes books. So we got 387. Again, are you looking for peer-reviewed journals? Yeah, we can apply that filter too. And narrow it down to 262. And you can also add the word high school, the phrase high school or teenager, what have you, to try to narrow this down a little bit. European countries, yeah, there's not online. Ooh, that looks interesting. The relationship between online activities, netiquette, and cyberbullying. It's available in 3 different databases through Northern. We can click on any one of those. Let's jump to something else though. Social work, the list of databases that having to do with social work. Some of your other terms, let's look up this EMDR therapy. Either one of these would be worth searching with. Some articles would just use the whole term. Some articles would just use the abbreviation. Most would use both. But sometimes you have to search with both. It's kind of annoying that way. Let's just copy that and go to a database called Pubmed. I don't know if I have to sign into it. Oh, I guess I don't. You can just immediately, in many searches, start off with a basic search. I'm not going to put quotes around that. I'm just going to leave it as is. And I'm going to run this search. There's 614 results. I wouldn't worry about limiting your search to full text or free full text. You have access to interlibrary loan through Northern. Take advantage of that. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a book, clinical trial, meta-analysis, etc., etc.? How far back do you want to go? There's additional filters, and some of these really get specific. You can really either choke your search or narrow it down to something very specific. These are all ways to narrow something down. A subject is an interesting one. Systematic reviews, complementary medicine, cancer, AIDS. We're not going to... You can limit that as you wish, play around with it. But these are all the articles that have EMDR therapy as a phrase in there. One I noticed, EMDR Beyond PTSD, a systematic literature review. I recall in your syllabus there's literature reviews coming up. Using the word literature review in a search and limiting your results to articles can also be a good way to narrow that down. Let's click on that just for the sake of example. This will take you to the abstract and some similar articles. There's also cited by. Now Google Scholar does this. I mentioned this in another video. Google Scholar, who has cited this since it was published. In a perfect world, these articles carry the same subject forward. They don't necessarily always do that, but and how to get full text links. It's available through 3 different ones: Northern or Open Frontiers. We'll just click on that. There it is. How about that? Full text. Nice. Another subject. I'll just jump to another database: social service abstracts. This is all about social services, and I typed in the word social workers, or the phrase, sorry, social workers, and the word burnout, and I'm going to leave anywhere. Wherever these are in articles, they're going to find these terms and wherever they fall, because I want to walk to subjects from here. So there's 986 results. Most of them are scholarly journals. There's a few dissertations, publication date, subject. I mentioned subject in a few videos. And look at the subjects. Sometimes subjects can hurt you, sometimes they can really narrow things down. So let's include the word social workers and the subject of burnout. Stress, occupational stress, you could add those if you wish. Let's apply that to the search. So this narrowed it down to a wonderful 556. This location, where? What country? What state? Let's just try the United States. So we went from keyword all the way down to subject, and that's often how people start researching. They just throw words out there and then they find the subjects, and in future research you know that I'm going to use that subject in searches. One more thing I want to highlight: Google Scholar. I know we love Google Scholar. I love Google Scholar. It's a wonderful tool. But when you search in Google Scholar, you don't really have a lot of options. All of the words with the exact phrase, one of the words without the words, where your words occur. There's no subjects. You either have to look for something in the title of an article or anywhere in the article. It really casts a broad net. Specific authors, many journals don't sign authors in the same fashion as other ones, and some journals do or do not abbreviate what they do. But Google Scholar is a wonderful search tool. Just be careful that you're only searching anywhere in the article, which is a keyword search, or in the title of the article. Sometimes searching for something in the title of the article is pretty nice. Let's just look for EMDR therapy in the title. Oh, we only got 553 results. That's pretty good. Since 2016. So that's one way to look. If you're not logged into Northern Michigan University, you won't know this full text at NMU exists, even though a lot of works are available without any kind of subscription. So that was a quick 1, 2, 3 look at a few other databases and a few ways to search within them. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you. I know you're going to have your own habits when you search, and well, together we can probably find some results.